Morning, Leslie. Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing you on a little old skimpy thing and have an old scrap with another big molar. I wouldn't mind seeing that myself, boy.
I'll put my application form in and see how we get on. Now, what sort of week have you had, Brian?
They ain't been too bad. I mean, like everyone else, you know, we're getting fed up with the game that the government keep playing, putting the pin and the tail on the donkey, and they keep missing it. And I'm just waiting for them to do something that makes sense, because I'm losing faith. If I be honest, Leslie, you know, I sit there and I watch it, because, you know, they're now saying that they aren't stopping people from coming. No, that ain't right, is it?
So if you come in from a COVID hotspot country, then you have to go into a hotel, but other people can just fly in without having to go into a quarantine hotel.
Yeah, but they ain't doing it now, are they?
No, they're doing it in a couple of weeks' time.
That's right. They'll just keep missing the tail in the meantime. You know, as just words fail me. I sit there and I say to Mother, we'll be lucky if we're out of this by ruddy Christmas at this rate. But do you know what? That ain't been a bad week. I mean, I don't worry about them buggers in Westminster anymore, because, you know, you sit there and you get on with it. Because we all seem to be cupping, don't we?
Yes, we are. And the vaccinations are going very well here.
I know they are. I mean, Suffolk again is doing a marvellous job. And this week, right, now you talk about Suffolk, I was as proud as I could be this week, because I've been trying on the telly, right, to get that old dig film, right?
Oh, yes.
And I kept flicking through it, and I thought, I don't know how the dozy hell it is. And then Rosemary come round, and she said, you can't get it on the telly. She said, you've got to have this Flix thing. So
Netflix.
Huh?
Netflix. Yeah.
That's right. So because you know she won some money on the lottery.
She did.
So she have now got this Flix thing, and so on Wednesday night, she come round during the day, she said, what you do at night, Brian? I said, well, I should be looking after Mother, of course, we should watch one show and all that. And she said, well, do you want to come round and have a bit of grub? And Mother can come as well. So she said, and we'll watch the dig, you see.
Oh, excellent. What did you think of it?
So we went round, and so she done a nice chicken pie.
Lovely.
And that weren't, you know, that crust was lovely on it. I can't say how nice that. I polished that off.
Good.
And mashed potato, nice creamy mashed potatoes,
lovely,
some peas
yes.
and carrots, and a nice rice pudding for afters. That was right. She even got me a good ship, Leslie.
Really?
And that was, I tell you what, she had one of them Malibus, and we said, I said to her, I don't want to watch it until I seen the weather on look east, because it's supposed to turn cold in it.
Yeah, we got some snow coming on Sunday. Yeah.
And so Julie Ranger weren't on there either. Is she still about?
Yeah, she's around. Yeah, she's about.
Oh,
yeah.
She weren't on there.
Yeah.
So I like her. She's a nice little old party, isn't she?
Yeah.
So we sit down, right, and we watch the weather, and then we put it on. Well, she put it on, and Mother fell asleep. She didn't see past the weather on look east, really, but we won't wake her, because, you know, she's settled, isn't she, and all that.
Yeah, she was comfortable.
But I got to ask you, right, because I was a little bit confused. I thought that Charlie Haylock was in it, and I couldn't see him nowhere.
No, he helped Rafe Fiennes to get the accent right. He wasn't actually in it.
He ain't in it?
No, he's not in it, no.
I thought they said he was in it.
No, he helped get the accent right.
Well, blast, I sat there for about half an hour saying, well, which one is he in? And so the bloke who was doing the digging...
Yes, Rafe Fiennes, Basil Brown.
That's right. And he don't talk Suffolk, do he?
Not normally, no. But he did there, didn't he?
He done a good job, you know.
He did a good job, yes.
And I'll tell you what I thought was especially nice. There's a little old boy in that, right?
Yep.
And at one bit, he biked from Sutton all the way through the Diss.
Yep.
Right? And I say to Rosemary, she say, that can't be right. I said, well, so we did. I said, my mother, when she was courting my father Herbert, they used to bike miles to see each other, Leslie.
Yes.
And I said, they do. But that little old boy is very good in that film.
Yeah. Took him about 10 minutes to cycle all that distance, though.
And that's quite... Huh?
It took him about 10 minutes, so I don't think they got the distances quite right.
No, but that's only a film, innit?
Oh, well, that's true, yes.
And
Thank you.
I thought that was very well done. That was quite sad, I thought, towards the end.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and the fact that the out-of-towners never give him the credit, did they, in the museum for finding the ship.
No, I know they have now. Though people all know about Basil Brown now. A lot of people rang up. A lot of people rang up and said you ought to have been a consultant on the show, on the film.
Well, I only had to ask. I'm only down the road, aren't I?
Yeah, not far away at all in Melton.
I could have popped up to Sutton and helped with it. They only go, I thought that was, and that's put Suffolk on the map, innit?
Oh, it has. Very much so, yeah.
You know, that's absolutely brilliant. That really is.
So you enjoyed your flicks thing then?
Yes. Yeah, I think that's marvellous how it all worked, innit? Because you say that ain't coming the normal way. That's coming
A
through
different way.
The interweb or
Yes,
something.
it is. Yes.
That's really clever, you know, how it all
It is
works.
very clever.
Innit?
I'm glad you enjoyed it. Word reaches me that you've been doing some DIY this week. Is that right?
Who do you know about that?
Ah, I've got spies.
I haven't. It ain't gone very well, if I be honest.
What happened?
Well, I got this cupboard right in the hall, and we had last year for this old bug come about.
Yep.
I had a new immersion tank put in the loft, right?
Yes.
And because the old flow weren't very good, do you know what I mean? So
Yes.
I had that put in the loft so that the water pressure was better. And it ain't got a lot better, but that have perked up a bit. So when they took the tank out, right, that meant that we then had another cupboard in the hall.
Right. Okay. Yep.
So, but there were two bits of wood that go across what the old tank used to sit on, you see.
Okay.
So I say during the week, I had a little bit of time. I said, I don't know. I think I'm going to sort that cupboard out. So I went in there with my saw, and I sawed through the bits of wood, you know.
Yes.
Just so they were sort of a little bit flimsy.
Yep.
Now I lumped it with a hammer and sort of wiggled it out of one side. Well, blast me, when I done the other side, that took half a wall on the other side with it. I now got two holes in the ruddy wall.
Oh, Brian.
Now, what would you use, Leslie, to put that right? Because you know I can't go paying no one to come in. I want to try and do this myself.
Yes.
What would you use? Would you use that? Because I'd want a lot of polyfiller, wouldn't I?
You'd use polyfiller, wouldn't you?
I know, but I'd want a lot, wouldn't I? Isn't there nothing in a tin or a tub I can sort of trowel in there to let that go hard?
I don't know. You'll have to go to the DIY store and see what they've got.
You don't know a lot, do you?
Not really, no. All I know is about polyfiller.
What I'll have to do, because you see, you can't just go nowhere now, can you?
No, you
know,
can't,
no. What I'll have to do, I'll have to shout over the fence later to the neighbour Marcus.
He might know.
And say, well, he got everything in his shed.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, right? They're all in the old coffee jars.
Yes.
All Maxwell House coffee jars, because that's all they'll have in that house. And he's got all the nails all labelled up. If you want anything at any point, boy, he can put his hands on that just like that.
Oh, I'd have a word with him. He'll sort you out. He's a good old neighbour.
He might be able to, there's something in there, let me have.
Yeah. We also had some sad news this week about Captain Tom, didn't we?
Oh, wasn't that terrible? Wasn't that sad? I mean,
was sad.
You know, the poor old boy, you know, it's all right for people to say he had a good innings, but, you know, you don't wish it. And I sit there and I had a little tear when I see that, because he was ill first, wasn't he?
Yes, he was, had pneumonia. Yeah.
That's right, poor old boy. And then when I see he'd pass, I sat there, I had a little tear, and I thought to myself, you know, when you look at, there's right, you've got like, all these people who are still mixing and mingling and shouldn't be doing it, but they're going ahead and doing it, aren't they? And there's another one this week, weren't there? A load of youngsters got together.
Yep.
Somewhere or other. And they say on the telly, why are you doing this? They say, because we're bored. And then you see people like Captain Tom, and I think what he done more than anything, he made us proud to be British and showed that there was still some great British gentlemen about. And I don't know, he just made us proud, didn't he? You know, what amazing, and all the money he raised.
Yeah,
Leslie.
incredible. Yeah, amazing. Should we have a statue, do you think?
Why not?
Yep.
Why not? We have him for everyone else, don't we?
Yep.
You know, and I think he's one of these people, and they would visit the statue, wouldn't they?
Yes,
I
people
think that's
would.
absolutely marvellous. The sooner we can do something to remember him more, the better.
All right. Brian, look, thank you very much for coming on today. Do watch out for the snow on Sunday and next week. It's going to be cold, so make sure you keep Mother warm, won't you?
Yes, that's all right, boy. We're paid the bills, so we should be all right.
I'm very glad to hear it. Brian, take care, won't you? Bye-bye now.
Cheerio together.
Bye-bye now. Bye-bye.